Hello, my name is Andrew Miller. I am the manager of events and community engagement at TPAN. And I want to start off by thanking you for participating in Dining Out for Life as one of our ambassadors. And I'm going to walk through a fairly brief PowerPoint of what it is you will be doing on Thursday evening. All right, so Dining Out for Life, it started in 1991. It's been going on every year since, with a couple COVID years where it was done a little bit differently. There are 64 cities in the United States of America that participate, but there is only one AIDS, HIV-related organization that can do it per city, and that's TPAN for Chicago. I believe we are the third organization to have the license for Dining Out for Life, and it's been ours since 2017. So how does it help TPAN? And what does TPAN do? I think all of you are familiar with the services that TPAN does, and I'll provide you with this text, with the text and the PowerPoint, just so you have a little bit of an overview and a cheat sheet on the day of, but you're also going to have brochures that explain what TPAN does and the services that we provide. So if you have any questions about TPAN, we'll have something in print for you to hand off to folks. And thank you for Rick for creating that for us with Lorraine. So a little bit more about TPAN and about what it is that we do. I'll gloss over this since you are all so familiar. And we'll go right into what's going to happen in Chicago this Thursday. We've got 22 restaurants participating, so we've got a good opportunity to fill these places. I believe you all have access to the G Drive that has the social media assets, that has the social media posts. I would appreciate if you could grab the one for the location where you will be and let everyone know that you're going to be there and invite them to join you. So we will have materials for you available tomorrow afternoon. You can get them whenever you would like. And if you can't come to the office to get them, just let me know. We'll make sure that they're dropped off at your location beforehand. They're going to have donation envelopes, which are great for cash, for checks, or for anyone who wants to write down their credit card information. You'll have a name tag. We also have these bright pink Dining Out for Life buttons, and those are for the staff and for our ambassadors so folks can recognize who they should direct their questions to on site. We'll have the brochure. It's a two-sided one sheet that folks can have. And then we'll have a large manila envelope for you to put all those donations in there. Pretty easy stuff. So what does the ambassador do? There's 5 main things. 1, help promote the restaurant that you're going to be located. Let your friends know that you're going to be there. Tag the restaurant so the restaurant sees that they're being promoted. We've taken care of that on the social media side. There's another press release that goes out tomorrow. There was a media release. There was another release that went out to all of the local newsletters through the Alderman's office, chambers of commerce. Most chambers of commerce are only promoting the ones in their area. So any help that you can do with promoting the event, thank you. When you get there, connect with the restaurant staff, introduce yourself, thank them for participating, and let them know that you're the person who's going to be representing TPAN and taking donations. Greet and thank the diners. Each restaurant will be a little bit different. Some will ask you just to say hello when they're walking in the door. Some will ask that you wait until they're seated or wait until after the drink order has been taken and let you go to the tables and say thank you. Some restaurants may want to put the brochures in the check folders at the end of the dinner. However the restaurant would prefer that you do it, go ahead and do what they're comfortable with. Inform diners about TPAN. What little you know, what your experience is, what you do for TPAN is a great place to start. You can say like, you know, I've been volunteering for them. I'm the creative director. I do use services. And talking about your personal experience, saves you from having to worry about getting everything right and talking about the entire organization. We do have brochures that do outline what our services are. So talking about your personal experience is a great way to open it up. And then provide and collect donation envelopes. Now, the donation envelopes are something that we've been using since the creation of Dining Out for Life, but they have sort of started falling off the general donation method, as on those brochures, there are QR codes that folks can now use to donate without digging in for cash, without writing a check, without providing their credit card information. They can use that QR code for just a little bit more of added privacy. So if folks are like, I don't want to write down my credit card information, there's a QR code not only on the brochure, but on the donation envelope itself. And then collecting those at the end of the night. How long is your shift? This is going to differ restaurant to restaurant, usually 5:30 to 8:39 p.m. is the dinner rush on a Thursday for most places. But when you arrive, just ask them. If you get there around 5:30, which is when most of these places are opening up, and then ask them when their dinner rush is over, and that will let you know how long you should be there. But I would expect no more than 3.5 hours tops. And then lunch ambassadors, none of y'all are lunch ambassadors, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. All right, so on the day of the event, on Thursday, get to your location a little bit before their dinner rush starts, just so you can introduce yourself to the owner, the management staff, remind them that you're representing TPAN and that you're there for Dining Out for Life. I'm dropping off some posters and some materials for them to hand out to their patrons leading up to the event. So that should be a good reminder for them. They've all been emailed. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. We only have 2 locations that don't have an ambassador by request. One of those is Cherry Circle Room. The reason is because their hotel location, most of their diners aren't even from Chicago. Again, ask the owner manager how they would like customers to be approached. One year I had a restaurant that wanted everyone welcomed at the door, and then we presented the brochure at the end of their meal. Another, they asked that we waited until after drinks, and then that was our time, and then to let folks be. So each one is going to be a little bit different. Just ask. So when you approach a table, the other thing is don't interrupt service. Don't get in the way of any of the wait staff, the bartenders, the host. Be part of their team for a night as opposed to be an obstacle for their daily jobs. Provide the donation envelopes for every table.
Understand that there's a better way.
Click mute for me. They may want you to put a donation envelope and a brochure at each table. If it's a large table, you might want to do multiple. You might want to give one to every person. We're going to provide you with plenty to go around. And then when the diners are done, wait and collect the donation envelopes and all of those materials after the dinner. Rick, you have a question?
Yeah, that I didn't realize. So it's going to be up to each ambassador to go to a table once the diners are seated, get the envelope to them, and then pick up the envelope at the end of their meal?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless some might have you hand it off to them as they're being seated. Some may want you to go with their waiter or wait staff or server, and they will introduce you to the table. Each one's going to be a little bit different, but yes, collecting the donation envelopes will be up to us.
Okay.
And make sure to thank everyone. Thank everyone for supporting TPAN. Thank everyone for dining out. That's one of the big things. Is this is not just a fundraising opportunity, but it is an outreach and advocacy opportunity, and it's a good way for people to become familiar with TPAN, especially for the restaurants that are a little bit further away from our office and our services, which would be the downtown locations primarily. All right, at the end of the evening, thank everyone, especially the servers, the owners, the management. We are going to share on social media, take stories and photos. There are quite a few locations that might have drag queens popping in for a photo op if you're at one of those locations. And then deliver your donation envelopes and leftover materials or prepare for them to pick up. So if you are an employee of TPAN, you can just bring it to work with you on Friday. If you would like to drop it off, keep it and drop it off on Friday, that's fine. If you want to leave it at the restaurant or have us meet you and pick it up night of, you just let us know, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. We do have a few folks that will be out running in specific neighborhoods. So whatever you feel most comfortable with, let us know. Some places will end up with a ton of cash. Some places won't. A lot of folks, I believe, are going to be turning to the QR code method because that's just where we're currently most programmed right now. But however you feel, whatever comfort level you're at, it's all okay. There is no right or wrong. And what to do with cash or with folks who would like to have a receipt. If someone wants to donate cash, they need to fill out one of those donation envelopes for us to provide a receipt. If they do credit card information or give us a check, we will automatically provide them with a receipt. Or if they donate with a QR code, a donation receipt will automatically be generated for them. Yes, common questions. Will I get a receipt if I make a donation? Absolutely. No matter what their donation method is, we can provide a donation receipt for them. Can you donate online? Absolutely. We have the QR codes that will be there available. There's the tpan.com/donate to do it online. Multiple digital outlets for donating to TPAN. And again, all of them are right. And when they donate online, a donation receipt is automatically generated for them. And how do I get more involved? Two ways. Go to tpan.com, they can look for volunteer, or go to tpan.com/volunteer, and it has an autofill form that lets people know our different programs and how people can get involved. And we always need more volunteers, including for this. Still need a couple more ambassadors. And that's about it. Having fun is a big thing. So it's not just there to have fun, cheer, rah, rah, but we want this to be a pleasurable experience for you. And in saying that, all of you should have received an email that says where you've been assigned. If for some reason you have an ex or an arch nemesis or someone who works at that location and you need to be reassigned, hey, it's happened. So just let me know. We do have a few places and I'm more than happy to reassign you if there's some sort of obstacle or resistance. Does
oh my
anybody...
God. No, Andrew, when you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, because you offered me, oh, do you want to go to Andy's? And I'm hesitating and you're like, or we have Burke's. I'm like, I'll take Burke's. It's for that very reason. So.
There you go. Is everybody familiar with where they've been assigned? Does anybody have any questions as to? Great. Excellent. Any other questions? All right. Well, I am here all week. You know how to reach me. a.miller@tpan.com. Feel free to give me a call. I will be around. Your packets, ambassador packets, will be available tomorrow. As I said, if something comes up and you just can't make it to the office before then, let me know and we'll have them dropped off there beforehand. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, I wanted to keep you under a half an hour and we've got it. So I look forward to seeing you all. I hope you all have an excellent time. If you have any questions, please reach out. And if you need any assistance, please give me a call and let me know, all right? Great. Thank you all. Have a great
Thank you.
afternoon. And
Thank
we'll see
you.
you on Thursday.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye
Bye-bye.
now.
Bye.